Play Yu-Gi-Oh! On a budget? I got you, fam. Stick around. I hope you'll excuse that silliness. To be frank, guys, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I'm going to go ahead and try to give you guys a little video anyway. So what I've been seeing around since we got the ban list dropped is a lot of people throwing out their top 5s for this format. And so I decided to give you guys my top 5 budget decks. That's right, these are going to be the decks that I think will give you a somewhat competitive edge without killing your wallet. So without further ado, let's get started at number 5. And that is going to be ABC. That's right, with Assault Core back, the ABC deck has the ability to finally be consistent again. And with this consistency, being able to, banish stuff on your opponent's turn and on yours, I mean, it's really easy. I mean, it's also the deck's it has the ability to float to a degree, which is really nice. So, number 5, ABC. 4 is my personally favorite deck, which is sad that it's so low on the list, but I did have to go with what was competitively viable, and that's going to be Lightsworn. Why is Lightsworn number 4 on the list? Because Dark Warrior is still going to be a deck, even though they heavily hit it, but they like to go for Gumblar. And they like to fill the graveyard, so Lightsworn is not as hurt by that, because, we play things like Fairy Tail Snow, Electromagnetic Turtle, some of us play Rise to Full Height, and other various graveyard-based cards. So, with that being in mind, Lightsworn is my number 4. Number 3 on this list is a deck that is basically untouched by the ban list, and that would be Dinosaurs. And I am talking about the other variants besides the Thunder Dragon variant, although that one is the most powerful. I'm referring to the other variants of the Dinosaurs, more like Pure, Lost World, Shaddoll, Fire King, etc. Basically, these are the better, or they're not the better, but cheaper routes to take for Dinosaurs. So if you don't want to break the bank, I would suggest going for one of the aforementioned ones other than Thunder Dragon. Number 2, Zombies. Yes, like the Lightsworn deck mentioned earlier, the Zombie deck actually doesn't get hurt by Gumblar as much. So even though Dark Warrior is still going to be one of the better decks, still stupidly powerful. If you're playing the new zombie structure deck, essentially you're spending $30 and then just filling it in with whatever you have. Essentially, you basically go, okay, yeah, you want to Gumblar me for 4? Okay, go ahead. And then they fill the graveyard with zombie cards, and then you laugh at them on your turn. Because they basically just said that's the graveyard for like zombie decks is basically a second hand. And the number 1 deck that I think is still going to have the best chance of winning in this, the best budget deck I think is Cyber Dragon. As most of the deck is fairly cheap, you can get them in common forms. The only card you really have to worry about as far as having a competitive card for is Mega Fleet. It's the most expensive card I think that you'll actually need. The rest you can pick up for common variants, and just, and not spend a whole lot of money. So the obvious one, and the last one, is going to be Cyber Dragons, because it's going to give you the best chance to out extra deck monsters. It's going to give you the best chance to out machine decks, because let's face it, Sky Striker and Link monsters are machines, as well as the ABC deck that I mentioned at the beginning. It's back. And so are the Cosmo decks. So you're going to need a deck that can keep up with some of these other rogue decks, as well as fight off the meta, which are mostly extra deck based decks, and that would be Cyber Dragons. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Let me know you liked it. If there's any budget decks you think that I missed, make sure you leave that in the comments below, because let's face it, we all have to help each other out, especially those of us who are on a budget. And just a quick reminder, I am still in a race with Yusei YGO Pro for a race to 500 subscribers. So if you want to do me the favor of hitting the subscribe button so I can win, because I am gaining on this guy. I am so close to just running past him in the race. I am like right there, you know. I'm just, he's at like 320 something I think last I saw, and I'm at like 270, so I'm like less than 50 behind this guy. So if you guys want to help me, you know, not only catch up to him but blow past him, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. Now, if you excuse me, guys, I'm gonna go rest up a little bit because I'm feeling a little under the weather. So without further ado, I'm out. Peace.